Hello, my name is Parker. Welcome to my channel if you are new here. On this story, I read you guys amazing stories. If you haven't watched any of our previous installments of this specific story, I do heavily suggest you do, as we do have several parts out. This is an amazing author, and you should go check out her work. If you don't want to go, watch all the past episodes because they are rather long, I do heavily suggest that you go ahead and go read them for yourself. I would say it wouldn't take me as long to read it, but I'm reading aloud. Also, I'd like to note that I do know that I talk a lot throughout these videos, so I am going to try to limit that, and I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video. So, without further ado, this is Nothing Left to Lose, chapters 27 and 28 by Shawnee VFX. Chapter 27, Virgil's Point of View, Day 30. Once again, I'm dragged to morning play rehearsal with Roman because at this point, if I'm left alone, I'm sure that paranoia and anxiety are just going to tag team my ass. A couple of backstage workers force me into helping again. Not that I mind, it just provides the perfect distraction from watching Roman sing on stage. Looking like a freaking Hollywood actor. Of course, my plan can only work for so long. With the attention span of a 10-year-old, I can only stay focused on the large patch of blue I'm working on for so long and end up looking around. Sorry, guys. For a distraction. My eyes betray me and drift towards the stage, right as the guy playing Jeremy trips and gives me a great view of Roman. He laughs with the fallen actor as he helps him up, and I suddenly feel like I'm going back to painting. It's either that or be caught staring, so it was a pretty simple choice. Are you okay, Virgil? You kind of started to drift and stare off into space for a second there, Taylor says, nudging me slightly. I'm good, just lost focus, I assure her. I'd say so. You were staring at Roman for a solid minute. So much for not getting caught. That one's Remy, right? I can't do his voice, I'm sorry. Anyway, thanks so much. I really appreciate getting called out. Taylor ohs at me, and my face turns red. I was just looking around, I tell them. A lame excuse, I know, but I'm not good under pressure. Remy agrees sarcastically, drinking his never-ending coffee. Don't worry, our lips are sealed, Taylor states, making the zipped lips motion. I don't think she realizes how little that helps. Well, Corey has officially banished me from the stage for the day. How are the backgrounds coming? Roman asks. When the hell did he get here? They're going great. Virgil's really helping speed things up, too, Taylor tells him. Way to back me up there. I just love having the spotlight on me. Great, maybe then you guys will get out of practice early. The less time stuck with Corey, the better. She can ruin anyone's self-esteem in a matter of minutes, Roman says offhandedly. Yeah, that's not concerning at all. It can't be that bad if you act here when she's directing, I point out. I like to think I'm one of her favorites, he states proudly. Whatever helps you sleep at night, babes, Remy says, suppressing a snicker. Taylor, on the other hand, chokes in an attempt to preserve Roman's pride. I pause slightly at Remy's nickname for Roman, but from what I can tell, he calls everyone that. Roman scoffs, feigning offense. Oh, please, she doesn't even know your name. I think I'm getting better at Roman's voice. I never said that I was her favorite, Remy pointed out, putting on his sunglasses, even though we're inside, and in the dark. Roman is about to respond before Taylor stops him. Give it up, Roman. This is a war you can't win. That sounds like a challenge, he says, smirking. I must point out, for legal reasons, that is not a challenge. Taylor assures him, trying to keep him from doing something stupid. That is exactly what the challenger would say, so the challenged would give up on the challenge. Roman, no. Logan's point of view. Is there a reason why other planets' moons have names, but ours technically doesn't? A man asks after my latest show. This one's topic being about Jupiter. He had already asked several pointless questions, and my patience was wearing figuratively thin. I see Patton standing in the doorway and see this as my way out of the conversation. Excuse me, sir, but I need to talk to someone. Thankfully, the man doesn't follow me, and I approach Patton without further distraction. Hello, Patton. May I ask why you have come to my place of work? I was just wondering when your lunch break is, because I hoped we could have a picnic, he explains happily, holding up his picnic basket for emphasis. Seeing as I just finished the last show I will be hosting for the day, I suppose I can take my lunch break now, I tell him. Yay! Let's go! I know the perfect place. He takes my hand and drags me out of the building. I wave to my supervisor as we pass, hoping that she understands my situation. She hides a smile behind her hand and waves. Taking that as a sign I won't be penalized for leaving, I follow Patton without struggle. Sorry. Patton ends up bringing... Sorry, my brain got distracted by bold text and it made me laugh. Patton ends up bringing me to the library and has evidently already checked whether we are allowed to eat here or not. We sit down across from each other at a table in the back, and Patton takes out a checkered blanket, setting it up on the table in a picnic fashion. I watch as he sets out the food, which consists of 2 sandwiches, 2 granola bars, an apple, and a baggie of strawberries. So, why exactly did you wish to have lunch with me on such short notice? I ask him, still uncertain of his reasoning. Now that we're technically dating, I wanted to spend some more time with you, he explains with a smile. For a while, I didn't know what that strange feeling I got whenever I saw that smile was, and I still don't. But I do know that I love seeing that smile. I see that smile and feel proud knowing that I caused it. I see that smile and know I'll end up smiling back, no matter how sour my mood is. You smiled, he exclaims. I suppose you have a greater effect on me now that I understand my feelings for you, I reason, trying and failing to stop smiling. Aw, Logie, he squeals, pulling me up into a hug despite there still being a table between us. Now this is what made me laugh. Microsoft error noises. Sorry, Microsoft error noises. Sorry. Are you okay? You're looking pretty low. He starts. Again, that is certainly one way to bring my attention back to the present. I am adequate. I was caught off guard by your nickname for me. I explain, adjusting my tie, trying to maintain some semblance of professionalism. Sorry, he says apologetically, still smiling. And wait, you didn't say anything about my pun. Does this mean you're starting to like them? I sigh. I suppose your puns can be considered intelligent and humorous when they are not overused. I admit. He lets out a very high-pitched squeal, earning a glare from the librarian. I knew you liked my puns. That was so hard. I'm okay. Anyway, chapter 28. Virgil's point of view, and it's been 3 days since we last saw our Microsoft nerd, our softie, I can't words, our emo, and our overdramatic bitch. Sorry. Anyway, that means it's day 33, by the way. Okay, we're out of food. Any ideas where we should go for dinner? Patton asks us from the kitchen. How are we already out of food? We bought the same amount we usually do for the week, Logan asks. Patton and I both look at Remen, knowing that the lack of the food was his fault from when he tried to make an omelet. Yeah, I wonder how that happened. I trail off. Roman chokes on his water. How about we go to... Oh, I'm gonna butcher this name. Praetorus. I'm so fucking bad. He suggests, trying to keep the blame train away. I had heard the chain of restaurants and fries were freaking amazing. Fine by me. That is an acceptable choice. Patton? Logan adds. Sounds good. He agrees, waltzing off to get his shoes. We all take off to get ready, agreeing to leave in 5 minutes. I grab my phone and... Oh my god, I can't... and shoes, already having makeup and clothes on for the day. Well, no shit. Anyway... Roman takes the keys per usual, not wanting anyone else to drive his baby, unless it's for work or for an emergency. The restaurant is in the center of the city in an area known as the Tourist Trap. It's a small part of the city with several shops and restaurants all centered around a fountain, and no cars can go through, so it's much quieter, which is nice for my anxiety. Roman parks outside the mini marketplace and turns off his car. Patton jumps out of the car before the rest of us can even unbuckle and goes to the other side, dragging Logan out of the car. Roman and I follow, hoping they'll find a table by the time we get there. They're freaking adorable together, Roman comments as Patton pulls them both around a corner. Yeah, I respond. We get to the restaurant to find a flustered Logan sitting on the booth while Patton's head is on his shoulders. Aww. Hey, lovebirds. Hey, guys, Patton says, smiling smugly as he continues to lean on Logan. We sit down, and soon enough a waitress comes to take our orders. While waiting for our food, Patton starts up a conversation about dogs. Sorry, guys, I don't know why I'm so tired today. My phone vibrates in my pocket, and I use it as an excuse to ignore the overwhelmingly wholesome relationship that Patton and Logan have. Have you finally decided to translate the plans? Okay, I don't know where he got that idea, but I'm gonna let this manipulative bitch ruin lunch. Yeah, no, I'd rather not. It's been a month. Why haven't I thought to block him yet? Well, better late than never. I figure as I block him and Duke. I put my phone back in my pocket as the waitress returns with our food. Everything alright? Roman asks me quietly. Yeah, I got a text from Deceit. I tell him. Don't worry. Okay. He looks unconvinced, but leaves the topic alone and returns to his food. I do the same, burning through... Oh, you idiot. Anyway, sorry. Burning through most of my fries in a minute. Logan leaves for the bathroom, probably to get a breather from Patton's cuddles. For once, I'm actually enjoying social interaction when the glass door of the restaurant is kicked in. Everyone immediately looks at the entrance, where the door once stood, and sees Duke's manic grin. Roman drags me into the bathroom with Patton, while most people scream and try to leave. At least it's a crowded restaurant, and we were near the back, so hopefully they didn't see me. Logan looks up at us, and between our panicked expressions and Patton locking the door, I think he caught on pretty quickly. Deceit and Duke? He questions, drying his hands off. Yep, and our suits are in the car, Patton reminds him. Alright. Well, that will be a relatively simple problem to solve. All we have to do is retrieve our suits from the car. Logan states, either not noticing or not caring how little that situation helps me. So, wait, what am I supposed to do? Hide out in the bathroom? I ask, trying not to panic. Well, you can hide in the car if we can get outside, Patton offers. Roman walks over to the back wall. That shouldn't be a problem. With little effort, he makes a hole in the wall. And if they didn't already, Deceit and Duke now knew that there was someone in the bathroom. Haha, yay, Logan comments. Why don't you and Patton go get our costumes? We'll stay here, Roman suggests. Or we could all go to the car, Or we could all go to the car, since that would be safer for Virgil, Patton argues, and I completely agree. Logan adjusts his glasses. Sorry, this is one of my favorite quotes from this story. For once, I actually agree with Roman. Assuming Deceit and Duke are here because of Virgil, we can use him as a metaphorical bait to distract them while we get into costume, he explains. And I've officially decided who my least favorite hero is. Before I can argue, Logan and Patton leave to get their costumes, leaving me with Roman, who is trying to listen in on Deceit and Duke, hoping they'll just say something about how I'm not here and how they're leaving. I also listen in. Eckert says he's here, so unless you see an abandoned phone, look around, Deceit says. Tracker? I mouth at Roman, confused. He shrugs in response, trying to keep our position relatively secret. Wait, the text. Since I texted them from the restaurant, Deceit could have used that to try and track me. That's why he texted in the first place. Oh my god, this is my fault. If Patton or Logan or Roman get hurt fighting them here, it's my fault. Roman pulls me into a hug, probably noticing my panic, and we wait for the power couple to return. Not even a minute later, Logan and Patton are already in costume. And give Roman his. Should I stay here with Should I stay here with he asks before I cut him off. No, you're all gonna be safer when it's 3 against 1. I'll be fine here too. On my own, I try to tell them and convince myself as well as them. The 3 look at me for a second before reluctantly agreeing. They leave the bathroom when I decide to sit in the corner as my anxiety runs through every way that this could go wrong. For example, Deceit could have figured out how to make the congruity weapons even with only half the blueprints, and therefore they're walking into a fight they can't win. Something crashes into the door, and I immediately feel the cuff buzz to life as I attempt to use my powers. The person with the newfound broken back opens the door and tests my luck. It's Duke. Oh, hey, Virgie, he says, jumping out of the way as Roman almost tackles him. Duke pulls me up and throws me into Roman, cackling like a witch and running out. Roman catches me and sets me down. Are you all right? Yeah, I responded. He peeks outside and drags me out behind a booth. Sorry, I just figured it'd be safer if you were with one of us, he explains awkwardly. I look over the edge of the overturned booth and see Deceit and Duke making their escape while Patton is fussing over Logan. Why did they? I wonder aloud. If they temporarily took out Logan, then they would have had a chance to win and would have stayed. If you are wondering why they exited so suddenly, I'd suspect that they thought they were going to lose, or they got what they wanted, Logan states, bringing him more questions than answers. But what did they want? That was a question no one had an answer for. I do hope you guys enjoyed. I don't actually have much to say today. This is going on a lot longer than I expected to. As I said before, I am going to try to cut down the time that I ramble on at the end of the video. So I'm only going to talk for a little bit longer. If you guys haven't had the chance to check out Typically Untypical, Raven is one of the kindest people that I've ever gotten the chance to talk to. They are genuinely so amazing. I recently got the chance to join their Discord server and talk to them myself, and I kid you not, they are one of the most polite and kind people that I've ever met. So, I hope you guys have an amazing week. Please do go check them out, and I will see you all next week. Bye!